Allow me to first of all welcome everyone to the 2017 Mandela Mandela Washington Fellows Africulture. Really, I would like to first of all extend my deepest gratitude to everyone who actually came to see today's program. I will be the MC for today's show. My name is Kanunu Tamani. I come from the mountain kingdom of Lesotho. So, for those who don't know, the mountain kingdom of Lesotho is one of the few kingdoms in Africa, and it is located towards the south of Africa. And this is our national flag. Thank you. First of all, I would just like to show you the program that we are going to be having today. It's going to be a very short program. We're expected to be inside here for roughly an hour, and then we'll have some exhibitions outside. So we will start with cultural dances. What we have done is that the groups are trying to communicate their experiences in Africa through dance. So that will be the first act of the day. So we've divided the regions of Africa in 3, in fact 4. So we'll have East Africa, we'll have the islands. Who can tell me how many islands does Africa have? 3. So we will learn more about the islands of Africa today. And then from there, we will have West Africa, and then we'll have Southern Africa. The second act will be an act which will be performed, which is Africa, the Untold Story of Greatness. So this act will just try to show the audience really what Africa's greatness is all about, which is untold to the rest of the world. The third act that we'll do is we'll give you a slideshow, which will just give you experiences of the fellows who are here. Today we have about 24 to 25 fellows, so they will show you their country experiences. And then after that, there will be a closing celebration. And after the closing celebration, you are all welcome to come outside and have some dinner. They have prepared some light dinner outside. As you walk outside, you will see that there's a table outside there where you can enjoy. And then there's an exhibition towards the far left whereby you will get to see all the different African countries and what it is that they stand for. But allow me first, before I go into the first item of today, just to tell everyone, some of us who don't know what the Mandela Washington Fellowship is all about. The Mandela Washington Fellowship is a fellowship which was created by the former president of the United States, Barack Obama, when he went to visit Africa in 2009. Whereby he realized that there is a lot that Africa can do. But instead of focusing on the current challenges which are facing Africa, it's best if we look forward in terms of how best can we intervene in a way that we try to work with the existing youth such that they can be better leaders. The challenges which we are facing, number one, was absence of good leadership, whereby Africa is known as a continent which is filled with wars, undemocratic governments, governments coming into power democratically. So there is that need of leadership in terms of the leadership which is required to take the country forward, which is the leadership which is sympathetic, a leadership which is empathetic, caring and loving, and which exists in a changing world. The second issue of addressing was the issue of job creation. So in terms of job creation, There is a lot of unemployment in Africa. If you go to countries like Zimbabwe, the unemployment is as high as 90%. If you go to other countries, the unemployment is as high as 45% or 40%. So the program really tried to bring future entrepreneurs such that they can be able to create jobs in Africa. And the third one was public institutions. Institutions in Africa are not, they are not partisan, and institutions are very involved in politics. And in many cases, you find institutions such as the military, the police being used adversely to affect citizens. So I think that was the third structure which the program looks about. So here at Staley School of Leadership, as the 2017 Mandela Washington Fellows, we are here to study the tenets of civic leadership such that we can go back to our respective countries and effect change in our respective countries. So I think in a nutshell, if you want to learn more about the fellowship and the program, you can just Google Mandela Washington Fellowship and you get to learn more about what the program is all about. The point of today's show is that we are the fellows who have come here at K-State to learn about civic leadership, just to show to the rest of the audience really what Africa is all about. I think having said that, I will ask my team here. They wanted to show us just the 1 minute, the 1 minute show about how we usually look at Africa. Thank you. At this point in time, we'll have an act from East Africa. The act will comprise of a few countries from East Africa. They'll be showing us how do they celebrate East Africa with dance. Can we please give them a round of applause?
Hello. Hope you're having a lovely afternoon. So we were thinking of a dance to show you guys, but we realized we're so diverse within our countries that we don't have one specific dance to show you. But we thought of another way that you guys could get to know our countries a little better. So we're going to introduce ourselves next, and then we're going to introduce the game we're going to play. So my name is Mehret. I'm from Ethiopia.
My name is Aizel Kipruta from Kenya.
Gloria Chukia, South Sudan.
Okay, so what's basically going to happen is that each of us is going to tell you one interesting fact about our country. And then you guys will clap as to how impressed you are, okay? And then you get to choose which East African country amongst the three is the most awesome. Okay, so you guys seem hyped. Okay, so we'll do 2 rounds, and then at the very end, you guys will get to vote, okay? So first fact about Ethiopia. First fact about Ethiopia is that we have a completely different way of measuring time than the rest of the world. First of all, we start counting our time in the morning when the sun rises. So when the sun rises and you guys say 6 or you say 7, we actually say 1. When it's 7 here, it's 1 in Ethiopia. So when the sun rises, we start counting our time. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then that's how we count our time. So that's one interesting thing about us. And then our calendar is also different. We don't have 12 months, we have 13 months. So you guys sometimes have 31 months and 31 days in a month, but instead of having 31 days in some months, we combine all those days and we form one last month at the end, which is called Pogmi. So Pogmi is usually 4 days, 5 days, or 6 days, depending on the leap year. And it's 2009 in Ethiopia finally. Because our calendar is also, our year is also different, because the Roman Church had changed their year. They recalculated and actually decided that Jesus was born 8 years after they had initially thought. Everybody changed their calendar, but we said no. So we have the oldest calendar because we never changed it in the world. Yay!
Thank you, Meher. So for me, Kenya is known across the world for its long-distance runners. Yeah. Every time there is Olympics, you can be sure Kenya will gonna be there. You know, skipping all the gold and whatever. But sometimes language is an issue, especially English, for some of our athletes. So they are gifted in running, but then when it comes to interviewing, it's a bit a challenge. There was this time when one was interviewed, and then the journalist was like, tell us about yourself. So he said, I'm Joshua Kiprop from Kenya. Yeah, I'm racist. And the journalist was like, you are a racist? So you see, yes, he has this strength of running, but the language was a challenge for him. So he ended up saying, I'm a racist, instead of saying, I race. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, one fact about South Sudan is it's the youngest African country. And so many people have been looking forward to see how it can be independent. But most times people have been believing like there are only 2 ethnic groups because of the fighting that has been like the government under the opposition. But we have over 65 tribes with over 65 languages spoken in South Sudan.
So this is the last round. Okay, so one other interesting fact about Ethiopia is that most people think it's a Christian country. Yes? Or you guys don't know where Ethiopia is. Okay. So most people think it's a Christian country, but it's not actually. It's about 40% Orthodox Christian and 35% Muslim. Additionally, the first mosque outside of the Arab world was built in the Tigray region of Ethiopia. And Ethiopia is the first country to accept Muslims into their country, into its country, when they were being attacked in Mecca. So Muhammad's wife and children came to Ethiopia as refugees and they were accepted by the Ethiopian king at the time, King Khalid. So that's one other interesting fact.
Do you know what Kenya means? Or do you know where the word Kenya originated from? No. Okay, I'm going to tell you now. So Kenya is named after Mount Kenya, which is the highest mountain in Kenya. It's actually 17,000 feet high. And then Kenya is also known for, scenic places. If you are planning to go for vacation, welcome to Kenya. Go on safari. Welcome.
South Sudan people love cows more than human beings. When a cow dies, they don't bury it. They leave it to rot. They collect back the horns and some part of the bones, and you keep counting the number of cows you still have.
Thank you. Before they leave, can we please give them another round of applause? I'm sure that we learned so much about the 3 East African countries with regard to Ethiopia, Kenya, and South Sudan, which is the newest African state. I think that at this point in time, you guys have anything to say? No? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Our second act is going to be from Southern Africa towards the down south. It's the islands. Thank you. Okay. We're going to have the islands. We're going to have Mauritius. We're going to have Cape Cabo Verde, and we're going to have Madagascar, and yes, I think those are the 3 islands of Africa which we're going to have. Can you please give them a round of applause? Before you go, can you just introduce yourselves and which country you represent?
Diksha from Mauritius.
I am Jeremias Reis Tavares, Jerry, from the musical country, Cabo Verde, dancing and singing all day long, and, oh shit, we work too, but that's not fun.
Manu from Madagascar. Not the movie, but the country.
Thank you. Can you please give them another round of applause? This time of the show, we are going to have another act, and this one is from West Africa. So can we please welcome West Africa to the stage?
Welcome. We're representing West Africa. I think we have the largest group. And so we'll introduce ourselves, tell you about how we're dressed, and then we'll tell you how we share wisdom in West Africa. So my name is Kachi, and although I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria, I am dressed as an Hausa man, that's the northern part of Nigeria. I am dressed like Usman Danfodio, who was a great scholar, warrior, and the founder of one of the largest states in Nigeria, Sokoto. Welcome.
This is how we say welcome my tribe. I'm from Ivory Coast. My name is Mary, and I stand for our first president, Félix Houphouët-Boigny, who said that peace is not just a word, it's a behavior.
Salut as well. That's how you introduce people in my country. My name is Karim. I'm from Niger. I dress like a Tuareg. It's a community of Niger. And I stand for Abdou Moumi, who's a great person in my country.
You are. And I say good evening and welcome. I'm from Liberia, and I represent my president, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the greatest Iron Lady of Africa, and the birthplace of Africa's independence.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Fala Shari from Nigeria, Southwestern region. I represent Moremi of Nigeria, and this bead is a sign of royalty. The Ayu people and the traditional rulers do wear them. Moremi is known for her bravery, and she has helped so many women in Nigeria to escape untimely death through her actions. Thank you.
Madon Olontelli. This is how we greet people in Mauritania, especially in my community, which is Pula. My name is Brahim, and I stand for the Jagli, a great warrior in my community who fought and did a lot for my country. Thanks.
I'm Abdurrahman Bamba from Togo. I'm the result of multicultural backgrounds. I'm from, I can say I'm from Benin, I'm from Togo, and I'm from Ghana. And I can greet you in 3 or more than 3 different languages. I stand here and represent a certain Moussa Baki, who is an icon in Togo, who was so great in such a way. He went to France, and before quitting France, he got his name written in the universities, which says, "You African people who come in France, do as Moussa Baki." Miawezo. Milo, thank you.
So yes, we have introduced ourselves, and tonight, like I said, we will share with you how we transmit wisdom to our people. And we do this primarily by telling stories. And so tonight, I'll tell you a story, or we will tell you a story. I would like you to pay attention to this story and see what lessons you would learn as we share the West African story. Welcome, noblemen. Today, we'll share a story. Story. Once upon a time, Once upon a time, the animal kingdom was under threat. There was a fire in the forest, a huge fire, and all the animals were running away. The lion, the bravest one, ran away. He could not stand the heat of the fire. Surprisingly, isn't it, my brothers? The elephant ran away too. He was nowhere to be found. And so all the animals in the kingdom were searching for, where are the leaders of the kingdom? Wouldn't you be surprised too that the leaders of the kingdom had disappeared?
Is it surprising that our kingdom is burning and the leaders are running away instead of trying something?
Exactly. So all the animals were surprised. And so all the animals kept running away and running away and running away. The kangaroo was running away. The tortoise was crawling away. Yeah. And then the sparrow, the little one, the small sparrow, he came out and said to his people, the people of the animals of the great kingdom, where are we to run to? Are we to run to the humans so that they kill us and use us as meat? This is our home. We would not run away and allow the fire to destroy our home. And so although little the sparrow flew and kept searching for water bodies, and with his small beak, he would make multiple journeys to the ocean and fetch water, and gradually he kept putting out the fire. The small sparrow. Brothers, what does this tell you?
Oh, this is indeed very interesting. I think there are a lot of things hidden in there, so we waiting for you to tell us more about this.
Certainly, my brothers. It does tell you something, that regardless of what position you are in society, leadership is not about position. That each of us individually, regardless of where we are or what position we hold in our society and our community, that we can create change, that we can be the change that we want to see. Because sometimes it is the smallest ones that make the greatest impact. Story, story.
Story, story.
We hope that you have learned something from this story. As again we say, leadership is not position. Each of us, regardless of our role or position in the society, can create the change we want to see. Thank you very much again for listening to us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Can we give them another round of applause? Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to let us know, for most of us, even to tell even those of us who are not here, that we're actually live streaming on YouTube. Even though I'm not sure what's the address that we're live streaming from. Also, for the hashtag to use is K-State Yali 2017 for anyone who will be making social media updates. At this stage in time, allow me to call upon the team from Southern Africa, and they'll be blessing us with a dance. And then from there, anyone is welcome to join in this dance that they'll be doing. And I think I'll hand over to Narcisse to yes. What's up from Southern Africa? Thank you. Thank you very much. I will let the two ladies introduce themselves.
Mandela South Africa. Obviously, you're all about the party. There's nothing else you need to say.
Well, I'm being dragged by South Africa, Mashallah from Namibia. Yeah, we fight, we dance. We're happy, we dance. We get promoted, we dance. We cry, we dance. We just dance. Sunday just dance and we just have fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Give them a round of applause. The next act that we are going to have right now is going to be our second act of the day, and that one is called Africa, the Untold Story of Greatness. So it's going to be an act which is acted out, and the act really tries to show the greatness of Africa, which is usually not told in modern literature or also on TV. So I think from that, are we information? Thank you. Narcisse, can you take it?
Africa, the untold story of greatness. In the beginning, out of Africa, the first man, the Homo sapien, was birthed. The roots of every family tree in the world can be traced to Africa. All of us here today, no matter what we look like or where we are from, in our blood, we are all Africans.
You already know about our lush forests and deserts, our water bodies and mountains, our animal and plant life, our beautiful islands and beaches, but you do not know about our great kingdoms and empires. Our great kingdoms and empires that were. Did you know that writing first began in ancient Egypt with the hieroglyphics? That the pyramids were a feat of mathematical, architectural, and engineering excellence? Did you know that the first medical degrees were given out in Cameroon? "200 years before they were given out in Europe."
Did you know that books of mathematics, philosophy, religion, and astronomy were handwritten in Timbuktu? Did you also know they had books on how to keep your wife happy? and how to get out of a canoe, and how a mother could produce enough milk for her baby.
Did you know that the richest man ever was King Mansa Musa of the Mali Empire? He was the Lion of Mali, the King of Kings, and the Lord of the Mines. He was worth over $400 billion. Legend has it that on his pilgrimage to Mecca, when he got to Egypt, he gave out so much gold that the currency was devalued. It took 10 years for the Egyptian economy to recover. Did you know about our fearless women warriors, Ya Asantewa, who led the Asante Kingdom into battle against the British, the Amanirenas, who led the Kushite armies in a war against the Romans that lasted 5 years, Nzinga Mbandi, who fought against the Portuguese, the Dahomey Amazon warriors, which was an all-female warrior army in Dahomey.
Look at the amazing bronze heads of Ile Ife, which depicts the great talent and artistry of our people. The Great Wall of Benin, which was even longer than the Great Wall of China. And the churches of Lalibela, which were hewn out of rocks. So, this is our story. A story of fearless people and warriors. A story of intelligence and creative minds. A story of innovation and discovery. A story of resilience and hope. This is us.
This is Africa. This is Africa.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can we get another round of applause for that? Thank you. Right now, we will have a presentation which shows the different sceneries and different places from the countries which we come from. And then after that, we'll have the final act of the day. And then after we have the final act of the day, we will then proceed towards the foyer, whereby we'll have our light snacks. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and State Congo Brazzaville.
Thank you. Thank you very much. At this point in time, we are going to have the other fellows who did not get a chance to introduce themselves. They were not involved in the dancing and the acting, but mainly most of them were involved in preparing some of the dishes which we'll be enjoying in a few minutes' time. So I'd just like to call them up to the stage so that they can introduce themselves and which countries they represent. Thank you. Even the technical team here behind me,
Yeah, who'll come. Come.
Have this guy. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Ruby Goka, and I'm from Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Martin Habinshuti. I'm coming from Rwanda, a beautiful country of 1,000 hills and 1,000 beauties. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Daiso Chwaila from Malawi, Central Africa.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sharif. Sharif from Uganda, East Africa.
Good evening to you all. My name is Cleopatra Matanile, and I'm from Zimbabwe.
Hi, everyone. My name is Narcisse Kiwari. I'm from Congo, Brazzaville, the smallest Congo.
Hello, everybody. My name is Amina Mohammed Jaji, and I'm from Nigeria.
Thank you. You saw the gender in the cooking team. It was So at this point in time, we'll have our last act of the day, which will call upon all the fellows whom are here at K-State. And I think that from here, from the last act, we will then swiftly just go towards the foyer whereby we'll have the main presentation. I think having said that, I would like to thank you all for coming tonight and for the type of warmth that you have brought in this day. And I think for that, it means a lot to us for people to come and leave their daily schedules just to come and watch us present what Africa is really about. Having said that, can you please give yourselves a round of applause? That's nice.
What's the wrong lyrics?
You say much.
I know. It's the original video.
I can't sell this one. Yo. Much love to share. So much love.
Just want to say something.
Let them know they're missing out, Mama Africa. So much love to share. Pure blackness, brightness, so rare. So much love to share. Let them know they're missing out. So much love to share. Pure blackness, oneness, so rare. So much love to share. Let them know they're missing out. Mama Africa. Let them know they're missing out, Mama Africa. Your blackness, oneness, so real. Let them know they're missing out, Mama Africa.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, so now it's time for these dishes. An announcement, yeah. It's time to go. It's time to go there.
One quick announcement. We have a birthday to celebrate today. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. Please enjoy the food outside. Thank you.
I think we should be.